subs requested that I do a video reviewing, talking about it. Now, disclaimer before I start, if you don't like Taylor Swift, nobody's making you watch this video. So just throwing that out there. I also am not going to talk about the anthology, like the 31 track double album. I'm going to just talk about the Tortured Poets Department, the 16 track album today, because to be 100% honest, I have predominantly been listening to just the album, not the full anthology, because it's so many songs, the anthology, and I'm gonna be so real. I didn't really like most of them on my first 2 listens of the anthology, so I think they maybe just need time to grow on me. So, I have listened to the 16 track album enough to give opinions, though, I think. So that's what we're gonna do. I have my laptop right here pulled up with the track list, and then I also may search up some lyrics on here, but that's what we're doing. Also, I talked about this in my last video, but my tripod broke, so the filming situation is gonna maybe be weird for a little bit. I'm filming at my desk, and I usually film in my living room on my kitchen table or on my dining room table, but this is what you have today, so sorry for the dreary background, but we're just going with it. So, first, before I dive into each song, I just want to give my full thoughts on the album. Again, I want to say that for me, most Taylor albums lately, I mean, I love them. If you guys saw my recent album ranking video, a couple of the most recent albums are like my favorites, but they just have to kind of grow on me, and a lot of times the first listen I'm like, I don't know. The songs, once they become familiar and I become more familiar with the composition and the lyrics and the flow of the album, is when it starts to sort of take shape for me, and is when I start to like attach myself to the tracks. So I imagine that this will change, my feelings will change in time. I do like the album. I don't love it. I don't think it's like one of her best ever. For me, it's some bops and some kind of flops. I don't know why there's so many songs about Maddie Healy. Like, to be honest, literally, who cares about Maddie Healy? I wanted more Joe Alwyn vibes, to be honest, or like some Travis maybe, although I think this album's been written for a while. But the Maddie Healy business, like, I literally do not care about him. I feel like I have no connection to their romance, because would you guys get what I'm saying? Anyways, I digress. I like the album. I mean, I don't think it's it has not transformed me yet, but let's start. So, Fortnight. I love the little Post Malone moment. I'm not really a Post Malone fan, actually, but I like the Post Malone moment in this. I kind of love the bitchy, like, your wife waters flowers, I want to kill touched you. Okay, I love you. It's ruining my life. I touched you for only a fortnight. This is the situationship anthem. We've all been there. I love you. It's ruining my life. I touched you for only a fortnight. Like, I touched you for 2 weeks, and it's ruining my life. We've all had a life-altering situationship. We all have. And if you haven't yet, you're gonna. Just telling you. So, it's relatable, it's cute, it's catchy. I like it. I think it's missing a little bit of oomph as an opener. I will say that. Okay. So, the next track. The Tortured Poets Department. The Namesake. So, I really like the beat of this one. I like the beat of it. But when I first heard it, I was like, I love this. And like after my first listen through, this was one of my favorite tracks. But the lyricism in this is a mess. Like, you smoked then ate 7 bars of chocolate. We declared Charlie Puth should be a bigger artist. Girl, I agree. I love Charlie Puth. Let's give him some recognition. But like, the Dylan Thomas, Patti Smith, We're Modern Idiots, that whole bit, it slaps when I'm singing it. But like, it feels like a little unnecessary. And then the bit about Lucy and Jack and like all of the names, I don't really get her. Okay, let's move to My Boy Only Breaks His Favorite Toys. And you guys, I don't really like this one. I can't get into it. I just think like the I mean, she's just like bop, 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 metaphor, 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 and I get lost in the sauce a little bit. We're just gonna move on because I'm not gonna talk at length about all of these. Okay, Down Bad. Down Bad is a freaking bop. This is definitely one of my favorites off of the album. A Jack Antonoff star. Now I'm down bad, crying at the gym. Everything comes out, teenage vigilance, forget if I can't have it. I might just die and I make no difference. This is really good. This is really good. It's sexy. It's got some like, this is like a good like scream it in your car song, which I've already done a couple of times, and it keeps getting stuck in my head. This is sexy and cool. Again, this is like a situationship pop. They'll say I'm nuts if I talk about the existence of you. Like, you know, when you like can't get over that guy and your friends are like, girl, you're still talking about him. Yeah, cause I'm down bad crying at the gym. Comes out teenage vigilance, bucket if I can't have it. We've all been there. Taylor knew what she was doing with that one. Okay, next, So Long London. This shit is sad as hell, obviously, because it's Aaron Dessner. This is the Joe Alwyn pop that we were waiting for. How much sad did you think I had? Did you think I had in me? Yeah, I mean, this is sad. I'm pissed off you let me give you all that youth for free. Girl. I will say, however, I do not reach for the song. I don't feel connected to the song. It's sad. It's a really pretty song, but I mean, it's a track 5. It's a track 5, so we knew it was going to be a mess. So we knew it was going to be emotional. But this is weak for a track 5, to be honest. I Healy because ew, he's a rat. He's a rat. So when I am hearing these, I can't help but think about the fact that she's singing about Maddie Healy, because literally, why? This entire video is just a Maddie Healy roast. This is a Maddie Healy diss video. If Maddie Healy has no haters, I'm dead. So, I think this is a catchy song. The I'm having his baby, no I'm not, but you should see her faces is iconic. That's so funny to me. I think this song has potential to grow on me and get stuck in my head all summer, so love that. Okay. Next is Fresh Out the Slammer. Now pretty baby, I'm running back home to you. Fresh Out the Slammer. Okay, this song is so catchy. Another summer taking cover, rolling thunder. You don't understand me. Gray and blue and fights and tunnels. This song is really, really catchy. And I hate to admit this, but I know I can't be the only one that relates. That, like, listen, I love my current boyfriend, and I hope that we never break up. Okay, on the record, I hope we never break up. But I've been in other relationships before, and it's like, once you are single again, there's a first person that you think about, that you're like, oh, I wonder what they're up to. For me, not even in an emotional way, maybe just like in a kind of way. And like, it's just a universal experience, I think. Even if all it is like a curiosity. It's like, we've all gone through a breakup, and then when it's time to rebound or it's time to move on, there's like one person that you think about, and you're like, And this song perfectly captures that feeling of like wanting to be reckless and crazy, and it's just like, let's go do something crazy. You know? I'm single now, let's just go be crazy. This is like a hot girl summer anthem. Kind of. Like a hot, sad girl summer anthem. Like a summer storm. I don't know. Okay, let's move on to, I mean, this next song is definitely one of my favorites. I mean, this song, the first time I heard it, I was like, okay. It's literally so good. And Florence and the Machine plus Taylor Swift, what a collab. I would have died for that collab when I was like a teenager. Florida is one hell of a drug. This song is good. Like, I just love this idea of like, the way that I interpret this song is it's like, this is where you go to get into stuff and to run away. Like, people don't go to Florida because they're like, oh, what a nice community. No, people go to Florida to do crazy shit, right? Like, to get into stuff, you know? I feel like who's from Florida? You know? I don't know. I'm certainly not from Florida. I have lived in Florida, though. I know, it's so crazy. No, I'm just kidding. I literally lived there when I worked in Disney World, please. But like, you can beat the heat if you beat the charges too, girl. But like, and my friends all smell like weed or little babies is so real for people in their 20s and 30s. It's so real. But like, the instrumentals of this song, the Florence verse, the way their voices work together, the fact that this song is definitely about doing crime and getting high and drunk on a beach in Florida, like, slay. I don't condone doing crimes or getting high and drunk on a beach in Florida, by the way. Guilty as sin. I did not like this one the first few times, but it is growing on me. It is growing on me. It's really catchy, but again, this is about Roddy Keeley. What if you sweat in mine on my upper thigh, in my mind? You are the best thing that's ever been mine. I don't know. I just like put that together. Messy top lip kiss, how I long for our trysts without ever touching his skin. How can I be guilty of sin? I saw somebody say that this song is about self-pleasing. Does anybody else think that? I don't know. My bed sheets are ablaze. I've screamed his name, building up like waves crashing over my grave. What do you guys think? I don't know. Okay, next we've got, oh, this girl packs a punch. Who's afraid of little old me? Little old me. Who? The who's who of who's that. When that line drops, I'm like, I don't know, I'm ready. You don't get to tell me about sad. I love that line though. You don't get to. And the chorus. So I leave from the gallows and let the day down your street. This is a good, like, I'm screaming. So I like that. But like, what is this about? I don't totally get what's going on. But this song also, the drums in it make me think of Haunted from Speak Now. Let me know what you guys think, but that's what this song feels like to me. It obviously not as dramatic, like the instrumentals aren't as dramatic as Haunted with like the violins and stuff, but the percussion gave me Haunted vibes when I first heard it. That's the first thing I thought of, so that's that. Okay, I can fix him. No, really, I can. This song's not for me, to be honest. Never in my life have I been with a man and felt this way. I've never wanted to fix someone. Usually, like, I don't know. This just doesn't really connect for me. I don't like the notion of this song. I feel like I'm just not really into it. Next, LOML, which I thought was Love of My Life, but maybe it's Loss. This is about rekindling an old flame. But like also not really. This song also isn't for me, and I'm disappointed because all we had was the track list. This was one that I thought was going to be one of my favorites, just based on the title, and I was hoping it would be a love song, but it's not. It's one of those, and it's disappointing to me, to be honest. I think, like, okay, I think all of the metaphors, I get that it's supposed to be poetry, but to be honest, I don't really like poetry that much. I don't vibe with it. It doesn't connect for me the way that, like, a novel does. And the flowery metaphorical language, it's very different than, like, the storytelling we usually get from Taylor. It feels just like a little bit, it's like doesn't cut as deep because it's just, I don't know, it doesn't feel as real. I don't really know if that makes sense. I don't know. Now, the next song is another favorite. I've probably listened to this one the most. This is a type A overachiever, eldest those of us who are in finals season, aka the most type A overachiever eldest daughter time of the year, this song slaps. Cause I'm a real tough kid, I can handle my shit. They said, babe, you gotta fake it till you make it, so I did. Lights, camera, bitch, smile. Like, lights, camera, bitch, smile, even when you wanna die. He said he loved me all his life, but that life was so short. This song is so good, and I feel like I'm just like, It reminds me of, no, wait, is this the song I'm thinking of? No, sorry. There's a song on this album that makes me think of You're on Your Own, Kid, but it's not. I Can Do It With the Broken Heart. It's a different one, I think, but I can't think of what song it is. I just remember earlier being like, oh, this sounds like You're on Your Own, Kid, but it's not this one. Sorry, I don't know what I'm talking about. I really like this one. I'm a fan. I'm into it. I'm into her. I like it a lot. And that's how I feel when I listen to it. Okay. The Smallest Man Who Ever Lived. This song doesn't connect for me. I mean, what a roast though for Joe Alwyn. What a roast for Mr. Joe. Like, he couldn't even buy pills from her friends. Okay, and here's another thing. Call me old-fashioned, call me, conservative about these things, but like, what's with all the drug references? Like, is it really necessary? Like, we get out with it. This whole album is like full of drug stuff, and it's just like, I don't know. Like, Taylor is in her mid-30s, you guys, singing about doing drugs, and like, she's never really, I mean, she just started swearing in her music a few years ago, and like, it just really feels like she's pushing this sort of like image onto us, and I'm just like, the Swifties, from my experience and what I know from the internet, the Swifties are not on drugs, you know what I mean? Maybe I'm wrong, but like, the line, I just want to know if rusting my sparkling summer was the goal. That is gold, but like, again, the metaphors. You hung me on your wall, stabbed me with your push pins, like, okay. The Alchemy, again, this entire song is so full of football references. Like, we get it, it's about Travis, but like, it's so many football references. It's like, I don't know. It's like, bap, bap, bap. I don't need all of that. Like, a couple would have been fine. One would have been enough, you know what I mean? It's just like, do you remember when every single song that Taylor came out with, we were all like decoding who it could possibly be about, and now they're all so full of like, it's about this person, and I don't know, I just miss more of like the subtlety. I think that's what it is. I miss the subtleties of her lyrics, of the stories that she would tell, of the clues she would give us about like who the song's about. And now I just feel like, especially with the 31 songs that we're getting, like, quantity. I'm not saying that it's not quality, because a lot of these songs, I have already said, are freaking bops, but like, this album is so like hit or miss, and I think a lot of it is because it's so full of metaphors and so full of just like language that's just not necessary. Taylor is such a good songwriter. I mean, one of the best of all time, just incredible, but like, this does not feel indicative of that to me. And then last on this album, we have Clarabow, which I hated the same with the Taylor Swift at the end, but she has like these songs about like being from a small town and nobody ever thought she would make it, and like, but like she made it so young. So I don't know. I don't know. This one just, it's cute. It's cutesy. I like the beat, but it doesn't like super resonate with me, I guess. So anyways, I guess I kind of shit on a lot of these songs, but a lot of them I really do like a lot, and I think they have great potential. And again, if you guys want me to review the anthology, I totally will. Just let me know. But I'm gonna need more time to sit with that and listen to it. I can tell you, I think after several listens for the last 5-6 days, my most favorites are Florida is one hell of a drug. I know I'm down bad crying at the gym. And I'm a real tough kid. I can handle my shit. Those are my 3 favorites. I can do it with a broken heart. Florida and Down Bad. At this moment, 5 days after it was released. So if you're still watching and you haven't yet, please comment down below what your favorite or least favorite track of the album is and what your thoughts are, and let me know if you